my many goals this year was to learn French. Before I knew it, 3 months had gone by and I hadn't even given it a thought. Until one day, about a week ago, when that all changed. Now you might be thinking, Will, this outfit, this setting, this video format, what's going on? Well, my friends, this is not just any French course. This French course was created by the one and only Damon Dominique. Now, I feel like if you've watched almost any of my recent videos, you know who Damon is. But in case you're a fake fan and you haven't, let me just fill you in. According to Google, who is Damon Dominique? Damon Dominique is a vlogger and blogger who has joined in the YouTube duo Damon and Joe alongside Joanna Franco. He also became a writer for the travel blog Shut Up and Go. Well, that's not how I know him. Damon Dominique is an American YouTuber from Indiana, currently, I think it's Indiana. Is it Indiana? Damon Dominique is an American YouTuber who currently lives in Paris. Boom! Similarity number one. I am an American YouTuber who currently lives in Europe. Not Paris. Although I would like to live in Paris, but instead I'm in Germany. Just as grateful. Now, in hopes of living out my Parisian... Is that a word? Parisian? I really can't do this intro to save my life. I do dream of one day also living in Paris, and I can't do that without speaking French. And if you've ever been to France and seen French culture, you know why. So when I saw that Damon Dominique had released his own French course,
Créer mon propre cours de français pour tous les gens qui veulent apprendre le français. Comment y est, Lisa?
I had to hop on that shit, and I did. I spent 180 on this. So the link to Damon's French course and his channel will be in the description. He doesn't know I'm making this video. He doesn't really know who I am. I thought about reaching out, but also I mention him in my story every week, so I'm sure he's really sick and tired of seeing my name in his DMs. So I'm holding back, but I thought I would document the process of learning French using the Damon Dominique French course. Before we get started, I quickly wanted to talk about the price and why I bought it before I had even used it. And there's a couple reasons. One, because I genuinely believe that Damon is a good person, and when he's going to create something, it's not going to be mediocre. Two, a lot of YouTubers would just slap their name across a hoodie or a phone case, and I am a shining example of this. It was really nice to see that Damon is staying on brand and working for months on end on something that's really beneficial, right? I wanted to learn French, and now I'm gonna learn it in a way that's like extra fun. In typical Damon Dominique fashion, this has been a very long intro, but not half as interesting as his are, so let's start learning some French. Okay, we're working with a double camera angle here. Literally the past like 4 videos I've done have had more than one camera angle. Y'all better subscribe for this high quality content. Anyway, I'm gonna document this process over the next couple of weeks. So let me just start by saying I know zero French. Literally, I was gonna try and say that in French. I don't even know the word for no. No? You're not gonna learn French by trying to reframe the way you speak naturally. Let's work from there. Follow French designers on Instagram. Alright, we're talking Instagram. This French course is my speed. So I made a Notion page. I am so into Notion. I've mentioned Notion in like all my recent videos. Not sponsored or anything, I wish. But I have been using it every day, and I do think it's a really nice platform. So I made a French Notion page. It says, finally learning French with the help of Damon Dominique. It's been a goal of mine to learn French for about a year now, so when one of my favorite creators released their own French course, I had no choice but to get started. This page is dedicated to being my French journal where I keep notes, tips, homework, quizzes, etc. Then a picture of Paris I found on Pinterest because I thought this page needed a little pop of color. There are shows to watch, there are translators, podcasts, pages to follow. There's this whole page of resources. Alright, it's time for a video. This is the part I'm most excited for.
Alright, thank you guys, thank you, merci vraiment. Je sais que ce cours coûte beaucoup d'argent. Beaucoup.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to expose this French course too much, but I will come back to you guys in 3 minutes and 28 seconds with my expanded knowledge of the French language. We ain't joking around now. Oh god, I'm a mess. We got some notes. I didn't realize I was gonna have to print things, so I'm gonna just find a binder to put these in. Learned my first French saying, guys. Very exciting for me. Are you ready? This French course was c'est un bon investissement. Accent needs a little work.
I'll be real. When you learn anything, you gotta hear it multiple times.
Yeah.
Really.
Okay. Let me interrupt for a second, Damon, if you don't mind. Alright, so obviously I'm in the middle of learning German, right? This is one of the reasons why it's been hard for me to actually start learning French. Because my mind is occupied mit Deutsch. Ich kann Deutsch lernen und Französisch lernen zusammen. Ich kann nicht versuchen. How do I say I can try? Something that is so helpful for me is when my teachers just repeat the same word over and over again, because eventually I'm just like forced to learn it or not understand half the things they're saying. Alright guys, something that's so great about Notion is that I'm just taking voice memos on my laptop for things that I don't want to type or don't know how to word, and then I am dragging them onto my desktop and importing them straight into Notion.
Like when you're living in Europe, like, and you grow up speaking one of these Romance languages, people here speak multiple languages and there's nothing special about it. And that's kind of why, because it's like, it's just your language modified a few words here and there.
This isn't even just a French course. This is a answer to so many questions I've had about just things in the world. This is also an English course. I'm still mastering my English, honestly. Good morning, what's good? Welcome back everyone. I have decided this is going to definitely be at least a two-part series. Alright, so I've changed my Notion daily tasks to French. Not the actual tasks themselves. Maybe that'll come later. I think that it's a good start because it's simple, common vocabulary that I need to learn. But I finally worked up the nerve to DM Damon. Something happened to this clip and the quality was ruined, so this is me editing. Basically, I DM'd Damon, he sent me a voice message back.
Absolutely, that'd be great.
And then he sent me so many nice things about this video and wanting to be like involved with it in one way or another. Very good night for me. Who'd have thunk it? Full circle moment. Life is good. That's how I was feeling.
If we were to break down that word in English, maybe, it means may and be. Whatever this is that we're discussing, it may be. Same thing in French. Peut-être.
Y'all, this is iPhone quality.
Like, I don't know. That is désolé. Je suis désolé. Désolé. The kind of
Shit. Damon, slow down. Yo, I don't even know whether or not to speak in masculine or feminine, and that's all I'm having a mid-teen crisis. That's what my counselor calls it. Mid-teen crisis. Okay. Salut tout le monde. Tout le monde. Y'all, I hope you can understand what I'm saying. Salut tout le monde. Tout le monde. Do I say the D? Damon? Alright, we're taking our first quiz. 5 questions. Y'all, I'm a bad test taker. I'm actually feeling pretty good because I can like figure some of this out. Learning German has helped, and also military time, or like 24-hour time. So il est 14, I don't know how to say 14, hour, et tu pars des supermarchés. I'm just guessing the pronunciation. But I know that means it's like 2 p.m., 14, in the afternoon maybe, and you're at the supermarket or a market or a store. Merci, bonsoir, au revoir. I know that that's not right because bonne, oh no, not bon, bonne soirée is goodbye. Wait a minute. Oh, you're leaving. Ah, et tu pars du supermarché. Maybe pars means leaving. J'ai pas du tout compris. Because it's elle est 14 hour, et tu pars du supermarché. And I said, merci, bonne soirée, au revoir. But the correct answer was, merci, bonne journée, au revoir.
The infinitive is basically the purest form of the verb. It's how the verb looks when...
Can we talk about this for a second? I don't know why infinitive, which is Deutsch, is so hard for me. In my German class last year, when I was like very much a beginner because I had just moved, it was literally just me and one other girl from France. She spoke French, English, and Spanish fluently, and she's learning German. And her mom was a German teacher, so like our teacher would always be like, "Okay, so what's the infinitive form of like spielen, like playing, like spielt, like plays?" And I would never be able to just like comprehend that it's to play. And she would always be like, "To play, to run, to eat," and I was like, how are you doing this? So this is gonna be a roller coaster for me because I still have not figured this out. But
when it's not conjugated, plays is not the infinitive, but to play is the infinitive.
see, exactly.
You'll know that it's a verb if it ends in er, re, or ir. T, er, er.
By the way, this French playlist that Damon made, that's, for all I know, only linked to the French course, has 1,000 followers, which means if 1,000 people bought this French course, he is... he's doing okay. Let's get down to business. So I've been editing this video as I've been filming it since the first day, and I regret that. There are going to be some changes in part 2 that are going to be pretty noticeable. This is my 4th week, or I guess 5th week of doing this French course, and I am 28% done. Since this is a 3-part series, I am uploading part 1 after the first 33% and then 66 and then 100. I'm gonna try and do a better job of actually documenting like learning some French. I feel like I've just been kind of talking a lot in English. So you'll see that now, and then you'll also see that more in part 2. So the next couple minutes of this video, I'm actually going to talk about the French course and my thoughts after doing like 30% of it. I feel like I'm far enough into the course to have a basic understanding of whether I feel it's worth it, things I like. I do feel like it's worth it. Here are some things that so far have made me feel like this is like the best French course that I personally could have invested in. To start, when I was buying this, I was a little worried that I was gonna like pay $200 for a couple of videos and like a worksheet or two, and you know, it would be good, but it wouldn't be a lot. There is so much more content than I expected. I'm only 33% done, and here are all the courses that I've done. Most of these are like 11-minute videos and like PDFs of like maybe 10-15 pages of pre-written notes, as well as like homeworks and quizzes. And to think that there's a whole nother French course where it's like not the beginning / intermediate one, the advanced French course, like I think my overall favorite thing about this is how casual it feels. Obviously I've been watching Damon's videos for a while now, so if you haven't, maybe this will feel differently. You should. I mean, regardless of if you get the French course or not, support Damon's channel, are you kidding me? And this goes on to my next point. He focuses a lot on speaking French how you would just in your normal life, and I feel like this has been my biggest struggle with German. I learn the most when I'm just out speaking German, so I think it just makes it a lot easier because he puts it in this context where it's not like, you know, grammar and verbs, although you do cover those things. It's like, let's take this situation that's very common for most people and let's teach you how to interact in French. I've gone from not knowing a word of French. Replay the beginning of this video. So let me just start by saying I know 0 French. Literally, I was gonna try and say that in French. I don't even know the word for no. No. It's having like a basic understanding of infinitive verbs, verb endings, and grammar. And the final thing that I really like about this course is the playlist. Damon has a French playlist. I mean, I have to have music playing like a total of 10 hours a day or I will simply go insane. And it's really nice to like take something you love and then also be learning from it. One of my favorite songs is called Giselle, Part 4 Piano Session. I have this in like my regular like April playlist because I just enjoy listening to the music, but then as it's going, I'm like, oh, you live for the camera, or, you know, you live for photos, you know. I'll stop rambling. I think that if those sound appealing to you, I don't know why they wouldn't, then this might be the correct French course for you.
Chapter, the video before this, peut-être que vous avez déjà remarqué, mais medicine. Quand est-ce que tu vas prendre tes...
Okay, so let me go over my notes for a second. So he gives you notes to print, which I need to find a better way to organize these, but I talked about just keeping like little vocab pages. These are okay. I haven't found these super useful. I think what I'll do in part 2 is organize my notes by like, one will be questions, one will be like verlan, which is something he taught about, one for like verb endings. So I'll separate them by topic and all the notes under that.
Doing, what are you eating, what are you wearing, isn't quoi in the est-ce form.
Okay, the hardest thing for me is like that, turn that E into an apostrophe. That's something that Damon says a lot. And it makes sense individually, like with each like phrase, but as a altogether. Okay, so we take quoi, which means like the, and then it's est-ce doesn't make sense to me because it's spelled EST-CEQUE, and that somehow is est-ce. It's not quoi est-ce, it's qu'est-ce, because you take the wa off of quoi and then do QU, and then it's apostrophe ESTCEQUE, which is qu'est-ce. Quoi? Como? I think como is a nice way to say it.
Qu'est-ce que tu portes? Like, what are you...
Yeah. Qu'est-ce que tu portes? Qu'est-ce que tu portes? He does this thing. Okay, in Deutsch, ich kann nicht Pronoms, die like rêve. Es ist so schwer für mich. That's how I feel with this, is he's like porte. I can't do it. Yeah, so hopefully that'll just like fall into place a little more in French. Also, I'm gonna make this quick. I'll probably go more into depth about this in part 2 because I've been talking a lot. But like a couple weeks ago, maybe a week ago, I got a DM from Damon Dominique himself saying that he created an affiliate program, and he said, I will make you one of my affiliates. I'm not sure if I'll have it by the time this video is up because he's still working on it. But he was like, on his Instagram story, he's like, I'm being real selective, and I was like, and he reached out to me.
What else? I opened the affiliate program, so if you do want to promote the course, I'm being a little selective.
Life's crazy. Anyway, long story short, I will have my own link to the French course soon enough.
Before ou, o, u, accent grave, with the accent there.
These accents have been confusing me, and I just realized, alright, wait, whoa, a lot of things just came into my brain. Damon keeps coming back and talking about these romance languages.
Like when you're living in Europe, like, and you grow up speaking one of these romance languages, people here speak multiple languages and there's nothing special about it.
And that's why like all these people in Europe, all my friends who are like octlingual, if that's a word, I'm not even like lingual. I got friends speaking 8 languages and I can barely speak English. Anyway, he keeps saying once you learn these romance languages, like each language gets easier because they have some significant similarities. Just found one. This accent on O or U is the same, or it has equal relevance to an umlaut in German, which is the little dots. You know what would be fun is, with the rate I'm going at, this video, part 3 is gonna come out in like July, but what if like, je voyage à Paris en français by part 3. Yeah, so anyway, if I do that, I can pratiquer mon français.
That apartment up there. Où est-ce que tu voyages? Je voyage.
Where do you travel?
Partout. Où est-ce que tu voyages?
Je voyage à Paris. Ich denke. I think. Shit. Too many languages.
Je voyage à Amsterdam. Pourquoi? Pourquoi est-ce que tu voyages à Amsterdam?
No, not Amsterdam. Paris. Paris, Damon. Parce que Paris est beau. Est beau. Damon Dominique habitait.
Comment est-ce que tu voyages? En avion.
Yeah. Je voyage à Maldives en avion. In golf cart. That's how I got around. God, I hope no French speakers are watching this. videos are probably like, quoi?
Où est-ce que tu habites? Where do you live?
J'habite à Paris, no, I wish. Germany. Bayern. Yeah, j'habite à... Also, Damon, I am loving this outfit. Where'd you get that bucket hat?
Je suis de, where you're from. I am of.
Okay. Je suis à Germany. Je suis de Colorado. Je suis de Chicago.
They're so pretty. Next.
Oh! 33%! Alright, we done! We're done with part 1. Okay? Bon. À la prochaine. Au revoir. Bisous. Oh, y'all better subscribe.